Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be going over a viewer submission battle, and this is BIGSHEEZY. He's a part of Texas PvP. I've met him a few times. He's a really awesome guy, and he's going to be doing Master Premier League, so we're going to watch 15 battles here. He's running Garchomp, Gyarados, and Metagross in the lead, so let's go ahead and get into it. So Metagross lead here. It looks like he switches into this Dragon Breath Gyarados to put some pressure on the opponent to swap out because of the charge moves, right? Goes for the bait here on the Aqua Tail. Doesn't get called for it. Interesting. Now, you could shield here. You could also choose to let it go and let Metagross farm down. Does miss the move there, but it's just going to let Metagross get some extra farm here, to be honest. This is probably just a Dragon Claw. Yeah, there wasn't enough time to do anything else, and probably a farm down here is going to be good. It's another Dragon Claw, and you're going to have an energy advantage in the Metagross mirror match, right? Or they'll bring in another Pokemon that could be Metagross good against. So comes in with Snorlax. We have 2 Meteor Mashes, so probably fire both of these off. Ooh, goes straight for the Earthquake. We are low on HP, so kind of understandable. It's going to do a little bit more damage. Could have switched to Garchomp there, but we're going to come in Garchomp now. Looks like he's running Sand Tomb and Outrage, which is actually what we ran too. I think that's better moveset overall. Let these come through. Now, it is interesting whether or not to go for the Sand Tomb or the Outrage. It looks like he does go for the Sand Tomb. It makes sense because he's going to try to farm down maybe or throw another Sand Tomb. It's just so costly to maybe go for the Outrage because, you know, if they shield it, you lose like everything, right? Now, this Metagross didn't get very much farm in the beginning matchup because of the swap out. Probably does have one move available here, but won't have that second. And I think that a second Sand Tomb here is going to be enough with the extra mud shots as well to take it out. Oh, it looks like it just took it out. Yeah, that attack stat on Garchomp is kind of insane. All right. Protection. I believe he's at 2200. I missed the rating right there. So just for you to know. This is a pretty good matchup. The only thing that could really be bad is if they go for a Draco Meteor, but this is obviously just a Dragon Claw. Looks like they're going straight for them. He's building up to 2, or building up just a little past Meteor Mash. Doesn't land it, but does get to this second one before. It looks like maybe he's going for the Hurricane, but it gets taken out, so we get the shield advantage there, and the, oh, interesting. Now, we are up on shields here, like I said before. Oh my gosh, it was an Outrage. Okay, really good shield there. Goes for the bait. See if the opponent goes for it. Does get the shield, and that is GG for this Gyarados. I wonder what's in the back, something that he didn't want Garchomp to be against, right? Yeah, it was, it was this Metagross. Has back-to-back Sand Tombs to come out here. And it's like I said, it's always better to shield the second Sand Tomb if you think your opponent's running Sand Tomb, because it's obviously going to do a little bit more damage. So our opponent doesn't have shields, but yeah, just in general. We take the quick 2-0. Oh my gosh, my screen's too small. I can't tell. I'll catch the rating on the next one. Sorry about that. All right, so this is not the best matchup, but it can be played out. Does come in with Garchomp. Our opponent stays in for a little bit. You don't really need to shield anything that this does. If it's a Flash Cannon, it's a Flash Cannon, and you'll just take it. Now, we do have a huge energy advantage. I wonder if we shield here and go for double Outrage. Outrage will KO, but knowing that, our opponent might shield. Does. And then we can either get a 2 shield to 1 advantage here, or we've taken 2, or take out the Pokemon there. Now, this is kind of still a little suspect. It's going to take a lot to KO this this freaking Magnezone. So I wonder if he's waiting for a Wild Charge to come through so that the defense drop is there and he can go for these Meteor Mashes, which are actually going to pressure the shields. It didn't seem like our opponent went up to 2 there, so actually might be able to get this second one. Nice. And another Wild Charge is going to need to be thrown here to even take this out. Oh no, but the farm down. But the good thing about Gyarados is it does resist these moves, and if it ever gets to this crunch, it's super effective. It does about 50% HP, and it does take out this Metagross. Very nice. The 3-0. Let me see if I can get to the... looks like 21-29 is BIGSHEEZY's rating. So expect that to go up by a lot here, because I believe he ended up going 13-2 here. Tyranitar. So I know that Caleb Ping was using Shadow Tyranitar in Master League. Not Premier, but in Master League in general. So this is really interesting. I don't have any Shadow Tyranitars that are like close to perfect, so I won't be running them, but if you do, maybe try it out or check out his video. I don't have a link to it. Maybe I'll get a link to that and put it in the chat. I know it's very unique and a lot of people would enjoy it. Alright, going to preserve this Garchomp. You can farm up a lot. The Sand Tunes are super effective. They actually switched out into Togekiss, though. This is really bad for our opponent. BIGSHEEZY is able to get up to 2 Meteor Mashes, so have one saved up for the next matchup, which is this Tyranitar. Actually could have just gone for the Meteor Mash there, but does have a little bit of an energy advantage. How much HP did that Garchomp have? So Garchomp can take 1 Meteor Mash, but cannot take 2. And he did have HP. This is actually going to be really close, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't think this KOs, but I think he is going to be able to make it to a second one here. Yeah, perfect. Wow, the quick 4-0. I'm not going to lie. I wish I could get a 13-2. I could be... yeah, sitting pretty. I guess we all hope for good records like that, right? Alright. Metagross versus Machamp. Not the greatest matchup, but also not the worst. Unless they have close combat. Because Cross Chop is just such a bad move, and this is definitely a Cross Chop. Or is it? Okay, yeah, it is. So Cross Chop is such a bad move that it doesn't do too much damage, and actually it looks like we're going for the double Meteor Mash here. Maybe take both shields from this Machamp because a Cross Chop won't KO at this range. And we actually get both off here before they do. Maybe a switch into Gyarados? Probably... oh, shields it. Okay, I don't think... oh, he tried to catch the move. That would have been so good. This game, though, you have to actually switch one turn early now. Gonna come in with Garchomp and go for a full farm down, I think. This is actually sick if he goes for this, right? Okay, we have to hope for no Togekiss in the back. Togekiss would actually be so bad. Oh, our opponent switched out, I think. I think they baited this move. Oh my goodness. That's okay, though. Coming in with Gyarados. Maybe farms down even. Our opponent played this so well, but it may or may not matter. I think this Dragonite probably still beats both of these Mon. Maybe not. The Dragon Breaths are going to be doing a lot, but the problem is with Garchomp is he has to get to the Outrage again. We'll see if he can or not. He's so low. I don't think this KOs, but I think the Dragon Claws or the Dragon Breaths right after will KO. Really good plays by the opponent to swap out there and bait the Outrage. But really good set by BIGSHEEZY here, 4-1. And if you've seen in my prior videos, definitely Garchomp is very good in this meta. With the energy lead, you can also beat a lot of the Dragonites. So yeah, you end up locking Garchomp. So that it's interesting that he has it in the back, whereas I had it in the front. Because the Garchomp in the back means that you want it to be your closer. So you get all that energy gain and yeah. You're able to get the Outrage onto the next Mon there. Alright, we're in here with the Mirror Match. I know for myself personally, I don't like playing the Mirror Match. Oh, and he swaps instantly. It is interesting to have Gyarados in the back. So Gyarados is really one of the safe swaps in Master Premier League, and so is Snorlax. I was literally about to say that. Those are the two, I think, best safe swaps in the league. They just have neutral matchups against a lot of the meta, which is kind of all you want. And Aqua Tail, the Community Day move for Gyarados, is really strong. Especially with the stab, it gives Gyarados a baiting move, whereas before it used to be Crunch as a baiting move, and then Outrage is like a huge move, or even Hydro Pump sometimes. So I believe this would KO. We might be able to take a shield from our opponent here. Okay. And then we might try to go for a farm down. Probably just take this, even if it's, yeah. So it could have been an Earthquake. It could have been a Superpower, though. A Gengar. Okay, what's in the back, though? So it could be a Dragonite. It could also be a Togekiss. Both of those are interesting. Oh, wait. I'm an idiot. It was Metagross. That's right. Metagross already was showing. Okay. Well, we landed that, and this is going to be super effective. But I wonder how much a Shadow Ball does. I've not actually seen this matchup at all. Oh, it does about 65%. So, all right, he can tank it. Garchomp's usually a little squishier on the squishy end compared to a lot of the rest of Master League, but nice battle there. So I think there was a point in time where I was using Gyarados as a safe swap in Master Premier. It was at the beginning, and I think I was using Waterfall though, for the fast move, and then Aqua Tail for the charge move. Oh my gosh, can't think. All right, we're going premium track. We have faith. I think I put these videos out of order. I think the 9-1 was supposed to go first. Because I think he ends up at 2200. We'll see here in the end. Alright, so Garchomp's obviously really good into this matchup. The only thing is that these surfs do a decent amount of damage. The Sand Tombs are going to be double super effective, I think. So this is going to do a lot here. I was wondering if he was going to go for 2 or try to go for the farm down, but look how low we've gotten. The surfs actually would build up at this point. I think we have to shield here. A surf would bring us to like 1 HP, I think. So this gives us the chance to maybe Sand Tomb, whatever this is, or even go for the Outrage. Oh, love it. I don't think this KOs the Gyarados, but we'll take 75% of the HP. That's a nice one. Coming with our own Gyarados. Oh, nice. Yeah, so had this game locked up, the opponent really did have to switch there because our Gyarados has so much more HP. He would have just farmed him down. Yeah, we would have taken a charge move, but this is how it would have ended up anyways. They do have 2 shields, so they're going to take 2 of these out, but even just the fast moves would be able to take this out as long as we have 1 shield for the Flamethrower, because the Flamethrower does about 45% to Metagross there, so it's the only thing that has to be worried about on the Togekiss. But you usually could get there with 1 shield, but with 2 shields, yeah, the full farm down is going to happen. Alright, Machamp lead. So we saw how, well, I guess we saw into the future that he seems to like to play this out in the 2 shield and then maybe try to catch. Oh, a little different here. So this is what I thought was going to happen in the first one. Is this Rock Wrecker? Yes, it is. Oh my gosh. Not Rock Wrecker, the Rock Fast move, I forgot what it's called, but look how much damage we're freaking taking. But these Aqua Tails, while it's a small move, it's still going to be doing a lot of damage here. Obviously, it's super effective. So a shield coming out from our opponent, got both shields, and we're going to lose this, but could come in with either one, to be honest. Oh, and tried to get the move off before the Surf. That's a little unlucky, because it was a CMP tie. This will KO for sure. How much HP was the... Oh, it's a Swampert. This Hydro Cannon is going to KO. This is going to be a close match. I believe if you get this Outrage off, it KOs. But we're going to take 2 Hydro Cannons in the meantime. Oh, and he's scared of the swap out, but does end up going for this Outrage and actually has a little extra farm now for the Metagross here in the back. I'm sorry, the Machamp. This Cross Chop won't KO, and I think we'll just go for the Outrage again. Boom, back-to-back Outrages. Nice. So Outrage is such a good move, or it's such a strong move. I don't know how good it is. Like, Draco Meteor is obviously, like, insane, but Draco Meteor is also a Community Day move. I wonder if Garchomp will ever have a Community Day. I was just thinking about that right now. What moves can it get? I don't know too much about the main series, so if y'all know what moves could make Garchomp insane, go ahead and put it in the chat. I actually think the moves it has are really good, but I wonder if Draco Meteor would be... Gosh, Garchomp with Draco Meteor, that would do so much damage, it's crazy. Alright, so Gardevoir lead, obviously really good for the Metagross, and swap into Machamp. Now, Machamp's actually not the worst matchup against Gyarados. You're going to get KO'd over time, but you got to watch out for these rock slides because they do a ton. Can we get it before the next rock slide? Is this a rock slide or a cross chop? Oh, yeah. Machamp does a lot. Alright. So he brought out the Gardevoir again. Is it double Charm Team here? What else is weak against... Oh no, I would have brought out the Metagross, but you're also down on energy, so it's a tough. I get it from the opponent's side, since we led Metagross, we have so much extra energy that we can actually make it to that Earthquake before they make it to an Earthquake themselves, and then we're not really being tested by anything there. Now, Gardevoir is not something you see too often. What is it called? The I did see a team, I think that was Metagross Double Charm. I have to go back and look. That was pretty good, but I did want to test out a Shadow Hundo Gardevoir, but I do not have that. I do have a I have a Hundo Gardevoir, but it's I don't really have the Stardust to power that up right now. So maybe next season we'll try it out. Every season we're getting a few, like 1 or 2 extra Mon to test out, which is awesome. Stardust is really a factor, and Candy's actually becoming a factor for me too. It's kind of weird. A lot of these Mon you haven't seen in a long time, and I know like I used all my rare candy on a Garchomp, I used some rare candy on Scrafty. It's getting hard to level some of these things up. Alright, so Metagross into this Snorlax, but we have the energy advantage here. So go for this Meteor Mash. Has 2. One is not going to KO, so maybe the opponent just lets it go, but they probably don't let a second one go. Oh, CMP tie. That's a little unlucky. Body Slam would have survived, but barely. Would have gotten farmed down from the licks. At this point, could probably get... Okay, cool. Oh, I wonder if he goes for the Earthquake. Yes! Okay. Opponent probably doesn't want to shield this. Probably has to, though. Okay, he did have to. And we come with the Gyarados. If we land a Crunch after these, it's going to be close. I don't think it actually KOs, but it'd be very close. The problem is, even though these Meteor Mashes are resisted, Gyarados takes so much freaking damage. This is so close, because Gyarados is really squishy. Oh, yes. Let's go, baby. All right. Gets it done. I think that's a 4-0 in this set so far, so let's go for the 5-0 here. BIGSHEEZY. Like I said, he's not a local, but he's from Texas, and a lot of the Texas community go to a lot of the big Texas events, so we all see each other all the time. Or, well, we used to, right? Before COVID. But, yeah, let's see. They bring in their Magnezone. This is actually really bad for us. Might even just let this Wild Charge go, even though we had moves saved up, just to bring the Garchomp in. Now, probably could farm down all the way from here, but you don't have to. You're just going to be taking mirror shots. Now, the attack fall is very unfortunate. Going to take another mirror shot here. I think it's 10%, or is it 12.5% for the attack drop percentage to happen. Togekiss? Ugh. Well, this is tough. I don't know if we can win this. Earthquake, definitely not the way to go there. Meteor Mash is going to be good enough. I think it actually might KO from here. Oh my gosh. We do have the shield, but this is kind of bad. Yeah. I think if we had gone for the Meteor Mash first instead of the Earthquake, it would have been fine. Actually, it would have been close either way, right? Probably going to go Santium Outrage here too, but it doesn't even matter. That wouldn't do enough damage to begin with. Oh, went for the double Outrage. That's interesting. Actually, that probably ends up doing more damage in the end. Alright, so could have played that one a little better. Definitely don't go for the Earthquake onto the Gyarados. It's double resisted. Or is it triple resisted, actually, because flying is double? I'm not too sure about all the double resistances and all that. I just know that even though Meteor Mash is resisted, it still does pretty good damage. because Gyarados is so squishy. I think it's somewhere around like 40%. So, all right, 31-37. Get into the next set here. Went up like 50 points. Man, the point gain is so crazy right now, but the point loss is so crazy too. All right, Metagross Mirror. It seems like he likes to go into Gyarados here. Ooh, went straight into Garchomp. And the opponent didn't leave. We have such a huge energy advantage. Can definitely go for a double outrage. We'll either KO or take the shields. And he probably doesn't want to shield twice. I think this was actually CMP. Is our opponent going to shield twice? Oh, let's go. All right. So the opponent is running a similar team. We do have the shield advantage. Probably just going to go for these crunches because the Aqua Tails are resisted. And then maybe shield go for the farm down? Yes. Okay. I think we are going to go for the farm. Oh, they had a little bit more energy. I think I would have shielded this, unless he knows it's Aqua Tail. Still have energy for this crunch. I guess we're pulling a shield here and having the shield advantage and then going for the Earthquake on our Metagross, right? Okay, I like this. We can shield this move and definitely make it to the Earthquake before they do, even if this is a bait, which it isn't. And that's a GG here. 1-0 in this set. Sweet. That was really well played. Yeah, our opponent really didn't want to go down 2 shields and was hoping that we just didn't have enough energy on the Garchomp there. Personally, I probably would have done the same thing. It is tough, but winning switch there just puts you back in an even matchup with the other Metagross, so that's not always the best either. Does the exact same thing in this one. Okay, definitely gets punished here for it. But it does mean our Gyarados in the back probably has decent matchups. Oh, should have definitely gone for another Sand Tomb there. But, yeah, because now we're going to have to shield this. But we definitely can farm down at this point. So that is, I guess it's decent. He definitely isn't going to make it to another move here. And we have a huge energy advantage against their Metagross. Oh, but he has Swampert in the back. This might be fine. Our Gyarados is actually going to have a ton of play here, right? Because he has no shields on the other side. Don't shield anything Swampert does. Even if this is a Sludge Wave, we're going to be surviving it anyways. You could shield this, you could take it, either way. Definitely going to get to this crunch. Maybe even double Aqua Tail would have been enough there. No. Okay, yeah, definitely this was the right play. I didn't know if he was going to make it to the Aqua Tail or not, and now you're home free because the Swampert's going to be taking so much freaking damage. Can go for the Aqua Tails, they are neutral. And have that stab, so definitely the better move to go for here. Unless you're only going to get to one move, then maybe go for the crunch. But I like going for the Aqua Tail there. And there's no farm down, they have to throw. This will actually KO because Hydrokin is such a good move. Yep, takes him out. GG in that one. So it's really interesting because this Gyarados seems to be having a ton of play, and the Garchomp also, right? It's giving our Metagross such good energy advantages and good farm down situations that, yeah. Alright, Magnezone, really bad lead here. Gonna come into the hard counter. Well, that's a tough one because Gyarados is hard destroyed by that, right? And your whole team's kind of bad against it except for Garchomp, so I get it. Does have double Outrage here. Looks like he's going to go for both. Maybe try to get the shields. Nope. Doesn't get it. But couldn't have gone the reverse. Oh, does get the shield here. So that is actually perfect. And they throw the move, so just let this go. Maybe come down on Metagross here and just farm. Okay, went for the Gyarados. Farm. Definitely going to come back in with this. Can he get to 2 Aqua Tails? I don't know. Oh, I do like this switch. Doesn't have to shield this first one, but does. That's fine. Garchomp. Okay, this is okay. I mean, it's not great. I think in most situations we're losing this game, but does have 2 Meteor Mashes here. One is going to get shielded, I think. The other is not. Does this KO? Always shield the second Sand Tomb if you're going to shield, so that makes sense. Goes for the Earthquake here. I think that Meteor Mash would have been good there. Oh, goes for this Aqua Tail. Our opponent's got to be really close. I think our opponent's trying to get to 2 wild charges here, and I think that really took them down there. Because our opponent didn't need to do that, right? Because they know that we just threw an Earthquake, so we're at 0 energy, and they can make it to that wild charge before Metagross gets to a Meteor Mash. So a little bit of a misplay by our opponent there. Okay, we're hoping for not Mud Slap. Okay, they switched out instantly, so probably not. Interesting switch in, because they definitely have grass moves. But they are neutral, to be fair. Probably just take this one. See how much it does, because I have no idea. It's not too bad. Goes for the Aqua Tail, going for the bait here. Probably Sceptile's very squishy, so maybe not even a bait, to be honest. This might actually just do enough damage. Let's see how much it actually does. Yeah. So Sceptile's got to be super squishy. It only gets to 27.57, it looks like. I don't know if that's hundo or not. Interesting switch-ins by our opponent here. But with the Rock Fast move here, this is not going to do too much. Surf's going to do a lot, so going to shield that up. Going to go for a little bit of Overfarm. Well, a lot of Overfarm, actually. And then throwing this Meteor Mash. It's going to KO. Coming in with their own. I wonder if we just go straight for the Earthquake. Do go for the bait. Interesting. Probably... Oh, they don't go for it. So if you do land one Meteor Mash, you should go straight Meteor Mash afterwards. Oh, they do go for the Earthquake. Oh, I forgot our Garchomp was at full health. This game's over. That's a GG. Even if he shields this, we're almost at second Sand Tomb anyways, right? Plus, we're not really taking too much damage, and no move is going to threaten our entire health bar here on Garchomp. So, all right. I think there's one more game left here. What are we at in this set? Are we 4-0 in this set? Oh, man. A lot of Magnezone leads here in the second half of these games. So I think he's trying to catch a move is what's happening. So definitely should throw the double Sand Tomb, I think. Outrage, I don't like this play that much. I guess you're shielding once anyways. Wait, did our opponent shield? Wait. Oh, our opponent shielded. That is not great. So our opponent must have thought we had... what's the fire move? The fire move does about 50% to Togekiss here. God, what is the name of that fire move? Oh, it's Fire Blast. Okay, we go for the bait here. I do like this. Metagross is going to be almost obliged to shield that. And if they throw a move, we shield. But our opponent really trying to get to 2 wild charges there. Not the best idea. This matchup's so good. Waterfalls are resisted, and we have Dragon Breath. I guess you might as well shield this. Gotta be weary of the Outrage. That's the only thing that really matters at this point. But gonna get this Crunch off, and do still have energy on our own Metagross. So even if he throws an Outrage here, probably would be able to take it down with our own Metagross. Very GG's here from BIGSHEEZY. I believe that was a 5-0. Very nice. Oh, I wish we had saw what he left at. But I think he's at 2137. Let's assume 60 points there. Probably around 2200. So really good plays there by BIGSHEEZY. 13 and 2 in those games. If anyone else has any submissions, definitely send them out to me. I don't have the most amount of time, but I will try to get to these videos as soon as I can, and hopefully show a bunch of different lines. So yeah, BIGSHEEZY using that Garchomp to really using the back line to his advantage to gain energy on the front line, or just have superior matchups in the back with shield advantages. So again, big shout out to BIGSHEEZY, Texas local, and I'll see you all in the next one.